Welcome, everybody, to the Freedom Hub. And believe it or not, it is a great day to be an American. Now, why is that? It is because we as Americans are more than our president. We are more than our government. We are a people. We are a people that should be united together under one flag. One flag. And under that flag, we can exercise our free speech and we can speak out against our government and the mistakes that they make. And we can combat that with logic and reason, as we always do here on the Freedom Hub. The last 2 days, I have been rendered speechless. I have had people coming up to me, messaging me, asking me, why is this happening? Why is this happening? For those of you who do not know, who may have just got completely burnt out over the news over the last year, and I don't blame you, and just stopped watching. You're like, you know what? I'm just going to concentrate on what's in front of me, and that's it. Well, let me fill you in on a couple things. The last 2 days have rendered me speechless. The Taliban has effectively taken over the country of Afghanistan. I never thought I'd say that. Definitely never thought I would say that almost 20 years after 9/11. People say the word Taliban is just like, ooh, he's just so 2005. Yeah. This is the latest step, the latest misstep in a failed Biden presidency. Now, I will come on here and I will come on record and I will call him out for what he is doing to our country. At the end of January of 2021, gas prices were just over $2 a gallon. Do you remember that? What are they now? What are they now? I was driving down the street the other day, and yes, I do live in Southern California, but it was $4.99 a gallon. $4.99 a gallon. That's just one thing. Biden's economics, his economic plans that he has put into effect, basically crippling the economy with inflation, mass inflation. And they're talking about signing more bills, billions and trillions of dollars more of government spending, printing money, printing until they run out of ink. That's what they're doing. That is not the way to get a country back on their feet after a worldwide pandemic. Most places were shut down at least for half of the year. Full capacity, not even for a whole year. It's ridiculous. What are we going to do? Oh, let's decrease the value of the American dollar. Are you kidding me? Let's talk about their lack of an immigration policy. Here we are. And it's mid-August, and still an average of over 20,000 illegal immigrants cross over Texas's southern border every week. Biden has not come down to help at all. He uses your tax dollars to fly them to wherever in the country they want to go. Puts them up in hotels. Puts them on a speedy and fast path to citizenship. Let's get them in. Let's get them citizens. And let's get them registered to vote. The United States southern border has detained a record of 1.3 million people since January. 1.3 million. And those were the ones they got. And now, just 6 weeks ago, Joe Biden goes on camera or press conference, train wreck, and says, there is no way the Taliban is going to take over Afghanistan. There is no way you're going to see helicopters going to the roofs of the U.S. Embassy and evacuating people. That's not what this is, and it's not going to happen. Well, guess what? It just happened. It just happened yesterday. The Afghani president has fled the country for safety. The Taliban has taken control of the U.S. Embassy and the presidential palace. I feel for the Afghani people, the Americans who are still over there trying to get out. And, most of all, our veterans who fought there for a free and democratic Afghanistan for the last 2 decades. It feels like they fought for nothing, but there was peace. There were free elections. For a time. Now, it does seem like all hope is lost right now. It seems like that. Yes, it does. And I really hope that we can regain control, not for the United States, but give Afghanistan back to the Afghanistani people. And not some terrorist organization. It saddens me deeply. Now, what does this mean? What's Joe Biden going to do next? Can somebody please tell me anything that he has done that is good? Anything that is good, anything that benefits us as a country, us as a people. Tell me something that he has done to bring us together as Americans rather than just divide us more and more. I said it before, it's unity through conformity. Get on the right side of this. That was his way of bringing us all together. The latest I've heard. In April, Joe Biden did a tweet where he said that he was going to take responsibility. Unlike the last administration, I'm going to take responsibility for what I do and my mistakes. I won't blame the previous administration. And he just came out this morning and he blamed the previous administration for everything that happened in Afghanistan over the weekend. Now, we will be following up on this more. We will. There's going to be a lot that happens. I'm seeing more and more come out over and over and over again. I saw a C-170, I think it is, United States military cargo plane trying to take off the runway in Kabul. It was loaded over capacity with over 800 people. And the runway was flooded with people who were chasing after the plane and grabbing onto the side of it, trying everything that they could, not to stop the plane. They weren't attacking. They were trying to get on board. They're trying to leave. Please, take us with you. Please. I saw another video today where they were evacuating all of the United States military dogs out of Kabul's airport. They are soldiers too. They're just getting out. They're getting out. I am tired. I don't know what the best course of action is, actually. I don't. If Biden resigns in disgrace, as he should, Kamala takes over. I don't think we want that. And I think we all know that Joe Biden is not the one who is fully in control of this government at all. We know it's not him. He can't put together a coherent thought, let alone develop policy. As much as he might like to lean into the microphone and say, I wrote it, whenever they question him on any sort of policy. He does not have the wherewithal in order to write policies and enact them. He doesn't. It's his administration that's the problem. So he can't just resign. Hell, he can't even just be impeached. The administration has to go. They need to be held accountable for everything that they have done just within the last 7 months. I knew they were going to move fast, but man, that's fast. Why haven't you heard a whole lot of this? You might be hearing some of this stuff for the first time. Why? Because the media has been cramming it down your throats. Oh, not this, not the inflation, not the border crisis, not everything going on in Afghanistan. No, they're talking about COVID still. The ultimate distraction. COVID, it's the Delta variant. People who've been vaccinated against the virus are dying now from the virus. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to make light of anybody's death. It's just if I'm going to say something that sounds stupid, what is the point? What is the point? It's all over the news. It's the Delta variant. Everybody's taking steps back into conformity, steps back into a controlling government, steps back into mandatory distance learning, to, hey, I know we proved that the masks don't work, but hey, your kids are required to wear them in school, if we even have school. I don't get it. Now, I know I'm not the only one. I'm tired. I'm angry. Yeah. What does this mean? They're going to talk about COVID and they're going to talk about masks as much as they can to distract you from what's actually going on. What I was surprised about the most is I heard about Biden's contradiction from CNN. Even then, they're just like, okay, we've had enough. We can't hide it anymore. We can't pretend like we're impartial when this is just so blatantly terrible and contradictory. They can't pretend like nothing's going on anymore. Even CNN is turning against the Biden administration. Good. I don't know what this means as far as the Taliban goes. I don't know what this is going to mean. I don't know if that means that the whole country is controlled by them and they're going to ally with other countries against the United States like China and Russia. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to open trade agreements with other countries. Are they going to run it like an actual country? Or are they just going to turn it into one gigantic terrorist cell and training camp and just start breeding a whole new generation to attack the free world? I don't know. I'm getting asked a lot of questions. Like, is this any coincidence that it's happening right before the 20-year anniversary of 9/11? I have never been so scared in my entire life than I was on 9/11. People are asking me, should I be afraid? Are we going to get attacked again? I don't know. I don't know if we're going to get attacked again. I can't tell you one way or another. But this is what I can tell you. They want you to be afraid. They want you to live in fear. They want you to not go to work. They want you to cower on the couch in the fetal position, watching the news until your eyes bleed. Terrified of what they might say next. That's what they want. So what can you do? Well, all throughout COVID, everybody kept saying, stay safe, stay safe, stay safe. When you have a government involving themselves in your personal life, that's not a time to stay safe. It's a very loose definition of what safe is. Government's got their own definition. I got my own. So through that and through this, I have said, and I will continue to say, America, stand strong. Stay safe. Stand strong. Don't let them cripple you. Don't let them destroy this country for you. We united as a country after 9/11. We came together. There were flags everywhere. This country has never been more united than it ever was than on September 12th, 2001. And in the weeks to follow, inspiring presidential speeches from George W. Bush, parades, memorial ceremonies, we came together and we stood strong against fear and terror. And we will continue to do so. We've learned a lot since then. And we've learned what not to do. Stay-at-home orders, staying inside, don't go to work, wear a mask. I don't think it's time for that. I think it's time we stand strong, we stand together, and we enjoy our American way of life. We are not going to let them take it away from us. I will stand with you. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. Thank you to all of our first responders. Thank you to our law enforcement. Thank you to all of our active military and all of our veterans. Thank you for watching the Freedom Hub. Good night.